Welcome to my favorite place in the whole world, the Kruger National Park in South Africa. I'm on a mission and I want to show the world that even if you have limited time, what you can see in this wilderness in just 48 hours will blow your mind. We arrived quite late on the Friday, about 4 o'clock, so our first stop was to check in at Pretoriuskop and see if we can squeeze in a late afternoon game drive. So we are booked in at Pretoriuskop Camp, and it's just gone about 4:30 in the afternoon. So we are making our way to Satara Dam. So the time is a little bit limited, gates close at 6 o'clock in March. So hopefully we get to see something. Let's see if we are going to be rewarded for our little afternoon excursion. We did get to see some hippos, we saw some water buck, we saw a European roller bird, we saw some storks and an Egyptian goose with little tiny babies, which is very cute. And then as a bonus on the way out we saw an elephant crossing the road, which is never bad. And then to cap that all off, as a bonus, you get a sunrise that looks like this. Sunset. Fuck. After returning from our afternoon game drive, we beat the gate time with just a few minutes, and it was time to unpack at our hut for the evening. For this trip we booked in at the ES2 hut, which is the budget option, and it only has one bedroom with 2 single beds, a fan and a single plug. After this it was time to head to the shops to stock up for our braai. Whenever booking accommodation without an in-unit bathroom, it's always a good idea to ask at reception for a unit close to the ablutions. So for this trip we got unit 89, which was just across from it. To get some supplies for our evening braai, we headed to the shop, which is not that far from our unit. And as you can see, one of the cool features of Pretoriuskop is that it actually has a full wimpy restaurant on site as well. In my opinion, Pretoriuskop has one of the best shops in the whole park. In the shop you'll find basic medicine, camping accessories, wood and fire starters, books, meat, booze, ice, and even some curios for your loved ones at home. Time to build a fire, throw some meat on the braai, kick back and listen to the sounds of the fire and the nature as the day slowly winds down.
These days are running slow. Sunsets and shores far from home. Headlights are shining on the sea. No place on earth I'd rather be than I could try to.
One of my favorite things to do is to take a late night stroll through the camp to the communal kitchen. Each communal kitchen in the Kruger is fitted with a hot plate, electric socket and a hot water heater that you can use to fill up your Stanley for your early morning coffee and for that first hot water you need on your morning drive.
Been to all those places on the wall, and none come close to this, I'm sure.
It's just gone 5:30 in the morning. We are about to leave camp here at Pretoriuskop. So the plan is still the same as yesterday. We are going first up to Lake Panic and we have to drive the tar road. We're going to drive the tar road from Pretoriuskop to Skakuza. Traditionally we have found some hyena in the morning. We're hoping for the best to see our hyena buddies again, but the last few times we were here we didn't get them, so very hopeful for that, but I don't know. And then we're going to have a quick stop at Lake Panic Bird Hide, see what's going on there, and then from there the plan is still to head up north and we'll make a stop at Chukwan and just before that at Leopards, see how that's looking these days. And then we're on the way to Pretoriuskop Camp where we have to check in for Tamboti. Because Tamboti is just outside of Pretoriuskop Camp, and let's see what today delivers. Giraffe. I think we just found our hyena friends. Yeah. Well, that was a pretty cool sighting. It was definitely worth it. So for Pretoriuskop, it's not bad whenever you get the hyena. So we came across a den now, and it's the same den we know. We've seen this den a couple of weeks in a row. Lots of little cubs around, and at one stage one was getting the zoomies, and it's just like a tiny dog, although they're not related to dogs at all. It's like looking at your puppy, and he's jumping over the parents and irritating them, and they keep on disciplining him and biting his tail, and it was very cool. And at one stage a tiny warthog was approaching the den, and we could see, let's say about 10-15 meters from the den, he just froze in the middle of the road. And it's so interesting to see, because you can see he doesn't know what the danger is, but he senses it. He knows something's up. So he just froze in the middle of the road and started looking around and smelling, and even a couple of zebra moved past as well. So definitely a worthy sighting for an early morning. And so now it's onward to Lake Panic. Let's see what we find there. Okay, we just stopped here at Lake Panic. Let's go see what's inside. Once again, Lake Panic delivered, man. Beautiful, beautiful place in the world. So now we're going to just make a quick stop at the golf course, and then we are heading up north. Okay, so we're driving from the golf club to Skakuza, and there is some congestion here. So I don't know what we're looking at, but we're going to try to find it. It was a leopard kill in the tree, but sadly we ran out of time as we were heading north, so we had to go. No leopard. Time was ticking and our day was passing quickly, so we started our journey to the north. So on the way we could stop at Liupan and then also Chokwane picnic site, and if you do have time you can stop at Orpendam as well before heading to Satara. We just took the turn off to Liupan on the way to Chokwane. It's not really the right time of day for game viewing, but you never know. I don't know what the water level looks like right now. Maybe we're lucky and we see something having a drink.
Running low on the borderlines, and you tell me that you're doing fine. Morning color lights the hall, pulls you right on through the door. So hold on to all that feeds your soul. I know a place where the sun shines every day. So come with me, I'll take you there. I'll take you there. Coloring outside the lines, and you tell me you're just passing by. To all that feeds your soul.
We arrived at Tamboti in the late afternoon, hoping to still squeeze in a last afternoon game drive. Tamboti is a rustic camp and it's about 2 kilometers from the open main camp, and it's in the open bushveld and it only has electric fencing. This offers a really true nature experience as raw as it gets. You can often encounter wildlife in the night, such as hyena patrolling the fence, baboons, vervet monkeys, and if you're lucky, even a genet. For this trip we stayed in Unit 25 and it has a braai, a fridge, a plug, 2 single beds, a fan and a beautiful veranda which you can sit on and enjoy a view of the riverbed. Later that night, after our braai, we were treated by a visit from a genet. So this little guy sat next to the warm fire, cozying up in the night, and we really had an awesome time taking photographs and video of this amazing animal. This is so cool. Right at the bathrooms here's a vulture in camp. Awesome. So cool. We made a quick stop at Chukwane picnic spot where we had our Kruger passport stamped and had time for a rooster cook before hitting the road. Coming back to Skukuza, we revisited the tree that had the leopard kill, and sadly it was gone at this stage. We knew with only 48 hours to spend in this wildlife paradise, our chances of spotting one of the big cats were growing slim now. my opinion, Kruger National Park, even if you have only a weekend, definitely worth it. Remember to like and subscribe. See you on the next one. Okay.